Hello everyone. This video here, the last video I made in response to Felix Wang. He asked me, I forgot to answer his question. He asked me in Chinese. He asked me in Chinese. How come I decided to learn all these other languages, beside and not learning like the European languages, like learn all the difficult languages and not doing the European languages, even learning dialects and not learning the the most common language, the European languages. Well, when I first started learning Chinese at that first stage, I felt that I wanted to I just felt that it would be interesting to learn a language like Chinese because it's considered difficult for Westerners, and I was just interested, and I really liked Chinese, Bruce Lee is like my idol. I really like Bruce Lee, and I was just into like a lot of Chinese kung fu flicks and whatnot. So I always wonder how it will feel to be able to speak that language. So I started learning Chinese. Okay, I took French in high school, but it wasn't really that serious. But it just happened that from Chinese, then I started learning Japanese, and I started learning Korean and Arabic, all these Asian languages. Okay, so it all came from Chinese. Now, I also like the challenge, like being difficult, and I felt that Spanish, French, German, all those languages are so common that people won't be, they won't be surprised at the fact that you're able to speak those languages because they expect that, especially as an American, they expect it. So they say, oh, okay, you speak Spanish fluently. Okay, you speak French fluently. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. You should be speaking it because you're American. I mean, that's just. So I like to get the how can I say? I like to make people surprised. At that time, I really enjoyed making people surprised that I could speak that language. Because they really don't expect it. So that's another reason why I learned the most difficult languages instead of learning like Italian, Spanish, all those languages. So I just kind of focused on those regions, and I didn't really start getting interested into learning those European languages like Spanish, German until recently. When I first moved to Columbus, Russian was the first. It was the closest to European that I started taking seriously. Russian, okay, Eastern Europe. Russian was the first language I started taking seriously. I worked at the gas station, and I was wondering where these guys were from. Someone told me they were Russian, so I decided to go get some Russian books. I started learning Russian. So that's what happened, and yeah, and recently, I realized that Spanish, everybody, those are languages just like their languages just like Chinese, Japanese, Korean. Although they're easy, they are still languages, and maybe I should go ahead and learn those languages. I might as well learn those languages. And like I said, I studied them. I studied them for a little bit. Like Italian, I studied Italian before. I mean, it's not like I've never studied it. I've studied Italian before, but it was just for a little bit. I didn't really take it seriously. I learned some phrases and whatnot, some short conversations. Same with German. That's the same thing with German. I learned quite a bit of German. I learned quite a bit of French. See Italian, German, French, Spanish. I learned some Spanish, and what else? Yeah, I learned some, but I didn't take them seriously. So I think I'm going to put them into my heart now with the other languages. I'm going to take them seriously. Everyone sends me messages asking me why I'm not learning Spanish or German. They love my videos, but they're kind of upset that I'm not making any videos for German and Spanish. So not to just do it for them, I want to do it for myself also. I want to do it for myself because I love languages. So I mean, that's why I started learning. That's why I kind of stayed away from these European languages, because that's what people expect, and those are so common. I was trying to, I wanted to go outside the box. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be different from everyone else. So that's why I decided to learn those languages, Asian languages, obscure languages also. People consider certain languages obscure, you know, I like to learn those. Exotic languages, I mean, why not, you know? So, yeah, that's why I focus so much on those, on Middle Eastern, African, Asian languages, because they're, you know, they're a challenge, they're different, and, you know, I just try to be different from everyone else, you know, do something else. So, yeah, that's the story. That's why I did that. That's why you know, I started learning those languages like that. But like I said, Spanish and German, I'm going to take them seriously now. So I'm going to take them very serious, and you guys are going to see very soon how serious I am. I'm going to take them serious. Okay. But that's it. I'm sorry for not bringing that up. I had so much on my mind when making that video, I forgot to respond to that. But yeah, that's my reason, and like I said, really soon. Portuguese. Yeah, I learned some Portuguese too. Learned some Portuguese. So it's not like I've never studied them before. I've studied them, but not seriously. Okay, I've never, you know, I didn't put my heart into it. So, hey, that's how it is. But anyway, that's the end of this video. If you guys have any questions, just let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.